Walking up. All set, 1600 metres, first leg of the pick six. Runners dispatch from the 1600 metre marker. One of the first out, Duku Duku, is right there shortly after the start, and Sunsilk Star is trying to overcome that wide draw, and Touching Base is also right there shortly after the start. Egregious, the black sleeves and caps, about 3 lengths off the leader. Ulo's along the inside in the red. The outside of that is Proverb. That gives 8 lengths start. Then behind that one, Airbender. They're followed by Consort, who's about 9 or 10 lengths off the lead. Further back in the field is Coco Love, and then comes Sweet Serenity and Royal Vivendi, and Didi's the trailer, about 10-11 lengths off the leader. Sunsilk Star has the lead, leading it by 2 lengths. Dukuduku is back in second. Then comes Touching Base. Egregious is back fourth, about 6 lengths off the leader. Then comes Proverb. Ula's behind that one. Airbender. Consort between the two of them. Then comes Sweet Serenity. That's about 10-11 lengths off the leader, followed by Coco Love, and then comes Royal Vivendi and Didi. As they come into the home stretch, Sunsilk Star, the leader. Dukuduku is going to be the first to challenge, and Egregious, the black sleeves and cap, starts to come forward on the outside. Then Touching Base, followed by Proverb. Towards the inside, 2 horses out to check there, and one of those was Ula. Coming to the 300, Egregious, the leader. Dukuduku's fighting right back on the inside, and it's Egregious, the leader, and Proverb's running on the outside. Dukuduku's still right there on the inside, but Egregious now going on to score today. Proverb's trying to come back, but it goes to Egregious. Second will go to Proverb, third to Sweet Serenity, and maybe the fourth place Consort. So look at this, Egregious getting it right today. The daughter of Trippy, last time it was respiratory noises, if I'm not mistaken. Charles Ladia, Anton Marcus. And it's filly by Trippy for Ingrid and Marcus. Schuster wins a good race. Second, number 9, Proverb. Third place, number 3, Sweet Serenity. Fourth will just go to number 10, Consort. Further back, Dukuduku, and then Touching Base. As we look at the head-on, and you'll see Egregious moved around them coming into the home stretch and goes on powerfully with the black sleeves and cap, and Proverb is staying on nicely. The filly by McGark back for that second position. Consort is also staying on at the business end, but victory here for Egregious. Rewarded for consistency. That's the running of the third. The fourth race, that will start off our jackpot. It's due off at 18:55. Until then, back to the studio.
All right, number 6, Egregious for trainer Charles Laird, Ingrid and Marcus Schuster, daughter of Trippy, bred by Cloverflace Stud, ridden by Anton Marcus, has finally put her act together today. 1, 2, 3, 4 times she's gone off as favorite. She's let her followers down. Hard work today for Anton. Anton, I'll leave it to you because I saw she was green around the turn. You're just telling me she wanted to jump a patch there.
It wasn't a case of wanting to. She did these, you know. And as she jumped on, I thought, yep, here we go. That's an excuse to get out of it tonight, you know. But I'm glad we got across the post first. You know, there may have been valid excuses for defeat, with him saying that if you saw work at home, you wouldn't put one hand on her D's.
I just want to see, you did partner last time out. You read much into that problem? I see respiratory noises reported.
Yeah, D's, I must be honest, I never heard any noise at all. You know, I just don't, she may not have enjoyed being in front because she was under a hard ride going through the 600 already. You know, I could feel she was empty underneath me, you know. Fortunately enough, the pace was on tonight. And she won well. You know, we've been quite hard on her. So we'll probably give her a bit of a break now. And hopefully she'll finish into something later on.
We had a brief chat earlier on. You weren't sounding too confident about your mounts this evening. But you got one under the belt. So what about the balance?
These, I picked her right up on Fudiana. Can't read too much into that form line. First one out of the maidens. So I can't tell you too much about her. Civilian, hopefully we're going to drop her in tonight. Drop her out, should I say. Hopefully she runs on, you know. She's a bit headstrong at home, so tonight's really about trial and error. And the filly in the last, her work's not bad, but I thought she came out of a pretty ordinary maiden form line.
The track and everything out there, the second meeting here at Greyville with restricted to 12 runners. You jocks enjoying it?
Yes, you know, at the moment I don't think the course could handle much more than 12 runners with the position that the rail's in, you know. Yeah, look, there are quite a few patches across the course, but with him saying that we're coping well. and it's forward from here.
While we got you on air, the lovely daughter of Brian Bernard, they sponsored this race, and it is the Shaba Ingwe Safaris Maiden Plate, Anton, a lovely memento. Thanks to the sponsors here, over 1,600 meters. Thanks to Anton for coming back. And Ignatius, the daughter of Trippy, has put her act together, as I mentioned, and she's come through for those that took the chance and said, let's give her one more chance this evening and bank her in the pick 6 at restricted odds, but she's come through and come through nicely. Number 6, Ignatius. If you caught this quartet, the numbers you'll need, 6, 9, 3, and 10. Coming up next will be the first leg of this evening's jackpot race number 4.